what's going on now. So, as you can see, a little bit of different scenery, but I found a different gym, and I did ask, obviously, if I can film, but we'll see if they keep to that promise, but we'll see. I'll film what I can, and again, I'm going to be training for strength, going to probably do some rack pulls, and well, let's get into this. And so I continued with my quest to do squats every day, and today I decided I would try out front squats again. I'm quite enjoying them. They feel like they're really making my upper back and middle back stronger, which when I do back squats or high bar back squats, I don't really feel the same sort of muscle connection in my upper back, sort of more of a leg and lower back movement. And so I feel like it's nice to get more muscles involved and sort of warm up. And I definitely did like this gym a bit more in terms of just atmosphere, because, well, they just didn't really seem to care whether I was filming, and you know, the people were just nice, and they were just very relaxed about everything. They didn't really seem to care about what was going on. You know, they weren't judgmental or anything. So hopefully that stays the same throughout the week. And I decided to go above just one plate on the bar for my front squats. I wanted to start making my legs a little stronger. And so I did 80 kilos for a set of 5, and it was pretty tough getting towards the end. I had to really drive, but it also felt good and my knees didn't hurt. So my knees are starting to feel better and better, and I think I can attribute that to doing squats and hamstring curls. And now I went into doing just a little warm-up for deadlifts, trying to get my hips engaged. And they didn't have a rack. And another problem with the weights at this gym is the plates don't quite fit the bar, they're a little bit loose. And so every time you kind of drop it onto the floor, you know, they shift a bit, and it makes for uneven reps. And as you can see, even the bar kind of broke a little bit there. And I tried to screw the screw back in, but I mean, at the end of the set when I was re-racking my weights, the actual collar came off the bar, which is the first time that's ever happened to me. So there's been a couple firsts now in the strict Bulgaria. And when I went to the guy at the front desk to tell him about that, it looked like I broke the bar. The guy just didn't care. He just put the collar back on, screw back in, and so, you know, a better atmosphere. I'm sure if that happened in the other gym, they would have called the cops or something. And so because of the way that the weights shift when you drop it, I decided to start just doing singles. And I got up to 140, and that felt pretty decent. Then I found some straps. I went for 180, 4 plates, and that felt pretty good. I felt pretty strong. My form is decent. I do have, my butt lifts a little bit too much, as we can see in the replay here. As you can see, the first movement is my butt, but then at least my hips and my back stay pretty straight throughout the whole motion. And then I decided to go into a pushing movement and bench press today. I imagine tomorrow I'll go into military press, and I might do some dumbbell push press, but we'll see. And today bench was feeling really good. I decided I was just going to stick to doing sets of 5, and I might continue doing sets of 5 next week and try and build up. We'll see how I get to. Maybe I can do 110 for a set of 5. But again, I was feeling pretty strong today. My rest day was successful. And here I got 100 kilos on the bar, 2 plates. And it was not easy, but it wasn't impossible. I don't think I could have got many more reps, but it felt very manageable, at least the first 3 to 4 reps felt manageable, then I really had to push the last rep and focus. But that means I wasn't actually fully focusing on the first few reps, so I feel like if I was 100% engaged, the 5 reps would have felt just a bit easier. But overall, this was a very good bench session, and I did 2 sets of 5 on the 100 kilos. And I think I might try and see if I can get a set of 5 on 105 kilos the next time I go to bench. Or maybe a set of 4. We'll see how it goes. And then I decided I would do some sort of unilateral movement for my back and get my back muscles engaged. I'm not doing a lot of rowing movements because, as you could see by my pull-up from the last gym session, my pulls are already pretty strong, and so I'm focusing more on my weak points, which is the posterior chain and my pressing. But I still want to work out my back in some sort of explosive way, and I will be continuing my work on my pull-ups, aiming to get a 90 kilo weighted pull-up and possibly try and build up to the world record, which is 105 kilos about. But here the heaviest dumbbell they had was 45 kilos, and so I decided I would try and get several reps in on each set. And on the first sets I did 2 reps, and I don't think I could have done more, but in the last 2 sets I did 3 reps on each side. And I started doing my left hand first, because that is my weaker side on this exercise, and I felt like it would be smarter to start doing my weak side first, and so I don't tire it out as much by the second set. Alright, so that was a pretty fantastic session, I gotta say. I hit 180 on deadlift because I did that for 3 singles, which is pretty good for me, especially only being back in the gym for like 5 days now. And my previous max on deadlift was about 205, 210, so I'm getting up there. And this gym didn't have a rack, so that's why I didn't do rack pulls. And I'm only doing singles on deadlifts, I think, for now, because the weights are a bit shaky when you drop them back. They kind of shift a bit, they don't fit the bar perfectly. But the gym didn't mind my filming, so that was good. And they didn't mind that I was making noises and, dropping the weights, even though, you can't just put down 180 kilos softly. But yeah, so I felt it was a good gym.